So let's go and add a new script template for Mr. Tom Jones. And trust me, if you are a busy pharmacy, you're going to do this a lot. So you can click on New Script Template or F1, and that will open up your new template screen at the back. And very first, we need to load the prescriber for that script. And you'll notice that there's a prescriber that pulled in already, and this is due to the fact that this prescriber was loaded onto the patient's profile, so it automatically uses that prescriber. If this is the incorrect prescriber that gave the script, you can now go and look for the prescriber using the prescriber surname, practice name, initials, practitioner BHF, and practice BHF. In this case, we already have the prescriber loaded, so we can simply select or press enter. Next, we need to select the medical aid. Once again, the medical aid that displays here is the one that was loaded on the patient's profile. What's important about this screen is that you need to select the claim option in this case. So although we know that the patient is a private patient, I'd like to show you the difference. So if we look for a medical aid like Discovery, and type in Discovery, click on search, and that will bring up all of our scheme plans with the various codes and the aid that it belongs to. So just looking at the Discovery Health Medical Scheme Comprehensive, you'll see that there's only one claim option available for that plan. If I use my up-down keys, I can go down to the other ones, and just to find one where we have maybe 2 or 3 options like this one, you'll notice that there's a chronic, an acute, and another chronic plan, or a plan C for this particular medical aid. In this case, we'll need to make sure that you select the correct claim option. If you select the incorrect one, your claim will reject at the medical aid. So we know that the patient in this exercise is a private patient, so we can go down and click on the private button, or we can use the F10 key. So use the private, and you'll notice that the private option has pulled in. So as of this point, we now have our patient, we have our medical aid, the member number and dependent code is 0 because the patient is private. We've got our claim option, the prescriber that's prescribed the script, the schedule, the claim schedule is manual. There's a price or a professional fee override function that we'll look at later. The effective date is now pulled in, the date that the script is loaded the first time. We can add the original paper script number in the field if we tick the little box, and that will open up the field for us. We can also choose a script diagnosis or ICD-10 code, and this function applies where we have a number of items that have the same diagnosis code. Hence, we can load it once here, and it will import that code into each drug that we then add. It can still be changed, but this is just a nice feature to capture a specific ICD-10 code, and we'll have a look at that in future exercises. We have a send to doctor option, a requires authorization option, as well as patient notes that we can look at. Then we can add items from here. We can also add mixtures, add from history. These are items that were previously loaded on the patient that we'd like to add again, and to make it nice and quick, we can use this feature. We can also edit the item, delete an item from the list. Items that are loaded as a normal item will be green. Those items are active items. If we indicate that the item is a non-dispense item, that item will be gray and it will be inactive, and we'll have a look at that. Once we've added our items, it will give us a medical aid total. If the patient is on a medical aid, it will give us the patient total. In this case, the patient is private, or if there's a levy, and it will give us the total script value at the bottom. We can also view scan scripts. We can activate and save the template, and that will save the template if there are repeats available. We can save the script as incomplete, and you'll notice every time you hover over the icon, it will give you a little description. Saving the template as incomplete means that we're not done with it quite yet. We need to go back and have a look at it. Or we can just simply save the script template as is to go back to it at another stage. The generate and submit claim option is to generate the claim through the medical aid, and even if it's a private patient, we still need to generate that claim. Alternatively, you can use your cancel to cancel or to close the screen. Next, we're going to look at how to add items onto your template.